Yeah, I think he's lame. I do think he's lame. I mean, what age are we where we're rating women and rating people? I mean, he's a grown ass man. He's 50 years old. Because I mean, he used to hang around the Hermes store and try to get clientele. It's, you know, just to try to get people. And he used to wear, you know, dress up and stand outside the stores and try to talk to people. I've seen him actually a couple times. It's funny. But in Atlanta.
Back up. He said hang out outside the Hermes
Yeah,
store?
he used to try to hang outside the stores to try to get businesses. So he would hang outside the Hermes store and look for, you know, I guess people with a little bit of money and try to talk to him and try to be a stylist or whatever he was trying to do. I seen him out there once or twice. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
That's weird.
My salesperson from the Hermes store had to remind me, like, you don't remember him? He was the one that was outside the store. I'm like, that was him.
Good afternoon, America and the rest of the world. Xander J. Hobson here, stand-up comedian, entertainer, director and producer of boxing documentaries, and internet troll to those who need internet trolling. This is another episode of A Devil's Advocate, brought to you by the Brilliant Artist Movement. We're trying to build a platform, so please subscribe, like this video, hate this video, share it, and leave a comment in the comment section. Hopefully it's something good. But if it's something nasty, bring the noise. Bring the noise if it's something nasty. I live for the nasty comments in my comment section. I had to put on the redneck hat and the Rudy Giuliani glasses. Wanted to talk about the comments that DJ Envy made about Kevin Samuels. Now, first and foremost, right, I believe this is the same DJ Envy that had the beef with my main man, Star, from the Star and Buck Wild morning show. Star made some rather inflammatory remarks about DJ Envy's daughter, and Star ended up getting kicked off the air as a result of that. If this is the DJ Envy that we're talking about. And this is the same DJ Envy that hangs out with Charlemagne, another character that I could take or leave. And normally, I am opposed to Kevin Samuels. I'm his antagonist. But I'm not opposed to Kevin Samuels today. Because the cheap shot that DJ Envy made at Kevin Samuels, saying that the man was hanging outside the door promoting his business, that was a cheap shot. DJ Envy behaving as if once upon a time he didn't have to carry around crates full of records so that he can become a high-profile, world-renowned disc jockey like he is now. Now, like Kevin Samuels or not, Kevin Samuels has arrived. Okay? Now, you don't have to like Kevin Samuels, but Kevin Samuels has arrived. He has built himself up through the years of hard work, sweat, tears, lying, cheating, stealing, scheming, and plotting to become the high-profile, high-flying, high-styling image consultant that he currently is. And Kevin Samuels is on the map. Okay? So let's not take cheap shots at Kevin Samuels, because Kevin Samuels, like most people, had to start somewhere. Okay? Now that, to me, I don't like that, because you're disrespecting the spirit of the grind. That's not cool. Now, do I take issues with how hard Kevin Samuels can be sometimes? Yes. Did I take issues when Kevin Samuels said you could bring prostitutes to a party? Yes. Kevin Samuels has said a lot of things that has gotten on the wrong side of Xander Hobson. But we're not going to disrespect the grind DJ Envy. Now what's cool about that? You laugh because somebody had to, everybody had to start at the bottom at some point in time, DJ Envy. I'm sure there's someone somewhere can remember DJ Envy when he was an intern, when he was on his grind, trying to come up the ladder. We're not going to take cheap shots, DJ Envy, at the grind. Because when you take cheap shots at the grind, DJ Envy, you send a message to all of these young brothers that's watching guys like you, DJ Envy, and Kevin Samuels in particular. You send them a message that the grind is something laughable. And now, a young man who doesn't quite have it together, or a young woman, now they're looking at the shortcuts, DJ Envy. Man, why should I stand outside of a place and hand out business cards and promote myself when I got people like DJ Envy making fun of the grind?
Yeah, I think he's lame. I do think he's lame. I mean, he used to hang around the Hermes store and try to get clientele. It's, just to try to get people, and he used to wear, dress up and stand outside the stores and try to talk to people. I've seen him actually a couple times. It's funny. But in Atlanta.
Back up. He said hang out outside the Hermes
Yeah,
store?
he used to try to hang outside the stores to try to get businesses. So he would hang outside the Hermes store and look for, I guess people with a little bit of money and try to talk to him and try to be a stylist or whatever he was trying to do. I seen him out there once or twice. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
That's weird.
My salesperson from the Hermes store had to remind me, like, you don't remember him? He was the one that was outside the store. I'm like, that was him.
It's irresponsible, DJ Envy. I'm sorry, sir. I'm on Kevin Samuels' side today, DJ Envy, because you disrespected the grind. And that was inexcusable. Now, I said all that to say, DJ Envy, if you're going to disrespect the grind, sir, if you're going to disrespect the grind and take cheap shots at the grind, sir, you keep Kevin Samuels' name out of your mouth, DJ Envy. If you're going to be disrespecting the grind, sir, I'm done with it. Bam!